So I got a deck I had really wanted. I've been really wanting for quite some time in a trade, and I was so excited. I could hardly believe it. And I wanted this deck for the longest time. And I know I'm being coy, but I'm going to have it in the title. This one. Sorry, I'm trying to organize my life here. And it's the Living Wheel Astrology cards. Oh my gosh. And the creator of this is, I honestly know his name, but right now, because we're Patrick Fogarty. Anyways, I've been wanting this, and prior to the whole starting to cull my collection, where I hit that place where I felt overwhelmed, just prior, just building up to that, I think, just before that time, I had gone looking for it, and it was sold out. It was sold out on the creator's website. Now, I could have ordered it from another vendor, but I really wanted to get it from the creator's website. And I put it off and I put it off. And then I had the opportunity to trade for it. And it was, the timing was perfect because I traded for this one at the exact same time that I started feeling the overwhelm, and I had already set decks aside that I was going to rehome. This thing is adorable. Look how small it is. It's not an oracle deck. I wouldn't use it as an oracle deck, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you this one, and the lighting's a little strange. I'm using indoor lighting, so I apologize in advance. And if it's really annoying or whatever, I'll never do this again. I'll just wait, when I have good daylight for this kind of video. Now, this little deck contains elements that I already own in 3 different decks. So, okay, follow me here a little bit. So this, the Living Wheel Astrology cards. So, has this beautiful sun on the inside. The artwork is very beautiful. Matte gold gilding. It's probably the nicest deck I own. It comes with this little leaflet. Now it says in the leaflet you can use this as an oracle, or you can use it to use the cards to actually map out your astrological chart. So your birth chart, you can use it to map out, like to have a visual representation with cards of your full birth chart or what's going on, right, in this present moment in the sky for you. All the cards have keywords, and so it says you can also use it as an oracle, where you just shuffle the cards and you pick cards at random, and then you put the keywords together and you get a message. So I'm going to show you these. These are beautiful. Again, like I said, before I hit overwhelm and started culling decks from my collection, this had been on my wish list for a very long time. Astrology was my first foray into metaphysics. It was my gateway drug into metaphysics. So I have a very soft spot for astrology. I am not expert in astrology at all. I'm passionate about astrology. I have a good foundation in astrology, but don't be mistaken, I'm not exactly expert in astrology. So like I said, these are really nice cardstock, and I love, and what they have is they have the sun, then all the moon phases. Here's what I like. I don't know about the pamphlet, but the cards itself doesn't tell you what phase the moon is in. Like, it doesn't have a word telling you what phase the moon is in, and I'm probably showing these to you upside down. No, I showed you some upside down. So if, it doesn't matter what hemisphere you live in, is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't, because there's no words on the cards. The moon phases are fine for everybody. And now you have eclipse. And then you have your planets. Yeah. I'm not reading them out because, to be honest, for the most part, I know what they are, but don't want to flub any. I think this rock is Chiron. Anyway, so then we have, after that, like, so we have the planets, the moon phases, then we have the, oh yeah, the source is the south and north node, the moon. And then we have the constellations of each zodiac sign. So you have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Then we have the houses, and I love this again because there's no words on these cards. I don't know. I think that's what I love the most about this deck, is that there's no words on it. So you have the houses, right? 1 through 12. Each house corresponds to a sign of the zodiac. So the fifth house corresponds to Leo. Oops. As an example. So you have the houses. Fabulous, huh? I think it's pretty neat. I see on Instagram, I know that someone I watch a lot, Liz at Westar Tarot. I think she's Westar Health and Healing on Instagram. She uses these a lot in her on her Instagram. She uses them on her altar to pretty much represent what's going on above and below, like the season. And this is the part of the deck that really, if I were to be honest, is what made me want this deck. So here you have late winter. Or is that early winter? That's early winter. The second half of winter. The first half of spring. The second half of spring. The first half of summer. The second half of summer. The first half of autumn, where we are now in the northern hemisphere. And the second half of autumn. Beautiful, right? I love these, and I'm glad I was able to trade for them. But the reason I hadn't pulled the trigger on them to purchase them was because the reason I was attracted to them is that they reminded me of something of a system I already used. For, you know, a system I already used with cards I already owned. So I gotta tell you, this thing is gorgeous, and I'm happy I have it. But I want to do something different on my channel where I don't want you to watch this video and feel like, oh my God, you need to get these, because you probably already own the decks I'm going to show you. So you can get this, or you can go to your shelf and pull down this, sorry about the glare, people, I'm trying, this, or any other astrological deck that you have that's similar to this one. I also have Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I have the vintage, like the first edition one, which is like really great. But I had these close by because these are the ones that I use. And I used them today. I haven't used this one yet, and I do plan on using this because I want to use this on my altar space, which is a little, which is not a little smaller. It's a quarter of the size of my working altar, my other altar space, right? So I'll be using that for there. But what I'm trying to drive home here is the fact that I think a lot of you have earth magic, and a lot of you have moonology. Like this is like what, $15 Canadian on Amazon? That's like anyway. And this one, I don't know why it gets like the reviews it does. Like I read some like really bad reviews of this one, and let me tell you, I disagree wholeheartedly. This is a really great deck. If you're learning astrology and you want like this serves both as it's a dead on accurate oracle deck. Like this is a great oracle deck. I'm really like, you know, I'm often blown away that these astrology cards worked random pulls as an oracle. It's incredible. But it's also really good for learning astrology. If you're just learning, or even if you're not just learning, there's like some really good stuff in here. So, okay. Not sponsored, people. I bought all this stuff with my own money. So, let me show you why I already owned this deck. Kind of. So in Earth Magic, I don't have all the moon phases, but I have new moon, full moon. Look at this. I love these cards. These are oldies but goodies. Spring equinox, autumnal equinox. Let me see if I can. Winter solstice. Summer solstice. Oh, I did everything out of order. No matter, you know what I mean. So that's from Earth Magic, okay? Moonology, well, here you have everything the moon, right? All of the moon is in here. So you have your north node and south node. You have all your moon phases, your eclipses, your different full moons. Your full moon in your full moon in each sign. Everything. All things the moon in here. Okay. I get it. You know, if you're looking for something a little more unique, a little more elegant, a little grown up, yeah, for sure. This one, people, I'm not going to deny it. This one's sexy. But if you already have these on your shelf, you could be using them exactly the way these are used to map out your chart, your birth chart, map out what's going on in your life right now, astrologically. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful. And then we have Black Moon astrology cards. This one, like I said, I don't know why I get such. I don't know where I got the reviews from, but some of those were like really, really brutal. I trimmed the borders off because if I remember correctly, these had like weird beige borders. why. Anyway, so I trimmed off the weird beige borders on this side. I think they were all blue on the back, but they had beige borders, like really thick beige borders. I edged each card with the dominant color on each card. Here you have all the houses, all the planets, all the astrological signs. And the guidebook, although it may be thin, is really, really good in terms of astrological information and as a guidebook for oracle use. So there you have it. I don't have, like, you know, I thought, oh, this would be a great series if I could demonstrate what most of us already own and how we can use it in the same way as new stuff coming out, instead of spending money on stuff and then finding out when we receive it, oh, I already own this, or I already own 3 things that do this one thing's job, or what, you know what, we know what I'm saying, right? Or maybe you don't know what I'm saying. But that was my impression when I received the astrology cards and I went through them. I thought to myself, oh, I already have 3 decks that I use in that manner. Did I really need this one? Am I glad I have it? Well, yeah, it was a trade. I traded something that I wasn't using for something that I most likely will use because it's compact. It's like, you know, here, let me show you the difference in size. Is that this Moonology, this is your standard Hay House deck, and this is the Living Wheel. Same thickness, but really cute and compact. And like I said, very grown up and elegant. All right, that's it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.